Welcome back to Eyewitness News this morning. We're joined by Charley O'Hara here to answer your legal questions. Remember, it's usually here on Wednesdays. Give us a shout at 436-1212 if you have questions. Now, we do have a bunch of calls on the line right now. Caller number 1, go ahead with your question for Charley.
Yes, are you talking to me?
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Hey, my name is Don. I live in Hutchinson, Kansas. And about 3.5 years ago, we bought a house here in Hutch. And the lady that owned it dumped all of her personal property tax on us, and we had to pay it. Do I have any recourse?
Well, as I said, all these things are governed by contracts. When you buy and sell a home, that's governed by the agreement between you and the seller, basically. So if the agreement is that she pays certain taxes and do certain things, and the agreement is you do certain things, then everybody has to do what they agree to in the contract. So if the contract indicated that she was supposed to pay those, which I would assume it did, then she would be the one responsible for paying for them. If she didn't pay for them, then you should be able to sue her back. However, you've waited a while. I hope you're still within the statute of limitations. When you wait 3 years to do something in the legal system, that can sometimes let your claim go away because you waited too long. So since that happened 3 years ago, and if you want to get that money back, I would get to an attorney quickly. Now, that would probably be the kind of lawsuit that an attorney would take a percentage of what you got back. So if you found an attorney that wanted to take the case, probably wouldn't cost you any money unless you recovered some.
All right. Definitely make sure you read the fine print before signing any sort of a contract.
You need to read those.
Absolutely. All right. We do have another caller. Go ahead with your question for Charley.
My sister was married to a guy for 19 years, and the only thing they did was leave us with all the bills and everything, the taxes.
Well, I mean, I don't know what you're exactly talking about, but you're not responsible for other people's bills unless you agree to take those bills. I mean, if for instance, if your sister runs up a bunch of bills, that has nothing to do with you because you're an independent person. That at times even happens between husbands and wives, because actually a husband can have responsibilities, and the wife, if she has everything separate, she doesn't owe those bills. The bills are only owed by the person that incurs the bills. So I don't know what happened in your instance, but it's always clear to make sure that you understand that, because I think sometimes collection agencies and different people try to get you to pay other people's bills, and you don't legally owe them, and you ought to really check into that before you start paying for somebody else.
Does that same count for death in the family? Let's say if a parent dies and their bills that are left, does that transfer to anybody?
It does not. Now,
Okay.
Obviously, if they have an estate and there's money to be paid, then the bill should be paid out of that estate before anyone inherits anything. But if they don't have anything and they die, the children don't owe that bill.
Okay. Important things to take note of. All right. Thanks, Charley, so much. Thanks for your calls. We're back in just a moment.